Well, United versus Barcelona, match day live happening at Old Trafford, a stadium that accommodates 74,310 people. That's its full capacity. And obviously, Barcelona is going to return to Old Trafford after how many years? They last played here in 2019 and they beat us by 1-0. That was under the spell of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This time round, they are returning at Old Trafford in a different style altogether, and we're here doing the needful as the club of Manchester United, trying to fight our way into the galaxy of the legends, because Barcelona has always been that bogey side that has gone ahead to beat us left, right, and center. And on the previous 7 meetings that we've gone, I think there are 10, we've gone ahead to win 2. They've beaten us 4 times. We've drawn 3 times. It shows you how Barcelona have always had an edge over us as far as this fixture is concerned. But with the Erik ten Hag era coming in thick and fast, things developing like we least expect them to be, it looks like Erik ten Hag has gotten the best charm, all magic, to overcome teams like Barcelona, because he went at Camp Nou and obviously got a draw and were the better side on the field of play. And obviously he has gone ahead to name his starting 11. And obviously I'm here to bring it to you. I'm having Godwin Muhwezi already live in the live chat. There is Nachitede Esther, the usual suspect. She's a usual to this channel and very many others, the famous donkers of this world. So thank you for coming in through. Smash the like button, comment and share. And don't forget to go ahead and really continue subscribing, because we want to hit 12,000 subscribers. Not so? So let's keep these numbers coming in through and really growing, because we need the best of attributes. We need the best of you to come in through and really subscribe to this channel. Now, let's go to the starting 11s of these both teams whose managers have gone ahead to pick. When you look at Manchester United, Erik ten Hag has gone with the following. There is De Gea, Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Bogues, Rashford, Fred, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Luke Shaw, Sancho, Weghorst, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That is the starting 11 of Manchester United. Then the subs include Tom Heaton, Diego Dallo, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Tyrell Malacia, Kobe Mainoo, Scott McTominay, Pellistri, Sabitzer, Anthony, Elanga, then Alejandro Garnacho. That is the starting 11 of Manchester United as named by the manager Erik ten Hag. When we go to Barcelona, he has gone in with the following starting 11. Then Ter Stegen, Araujo, then Sergio Busquets, Lewandowski, Christensen, Casey Frankie, Sergio Roberto, Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Koundé, and Balde. That is the starting 11 of Barcelona. Substitutes include Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Marcos Alonso, Jordi Alba, Eric Garcia. There is Inaki, there is Pena, there is Casado, Pablo Torre, and Tenas. That is the starting 11 of Barcelona as named by their manager known as Xavi, who suffered. To me, it's a loss to them, because right now, whoever wins, he takes the game. And that's how the stakes of the game have gone ahead to shift from Barcelona having a very huge chance of really going through to really coming in here to force a result of a win against Manchester United, in a win that I believe is not going to be all that easy, as really put out by the team of Manchester United. So as things stand, 100% believe that Erik ten Hag has really picked his players right. And I'm going to give you the reason as to why some players have been picked and others have not been picked in here onto the United matters. When we look at the starting 11 of Manchester United, we are going to play a system of 4-2-3-1 as brought in by the manager Erik ten Hag. Then David De Gea is in goal. No change made there. On the right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka was playing as... it was Dallo who started the game of Leicester City. Bissaka comes in through to make that solid appearance, having come in through and really played like 20 minutes, all 15 minutes, as United played Leicester City and made them fall on the sword 3 times at Old Trafford, meaning that Dallo is on the bench. And I believe if at all he has Dallo on the bench, it's really a very good idea, because you come out and put Bissaka to start, to keep it solid at the back. Then if at all there is need to add in more intensity and create more chances, you'll need a right back like Dallo. And I think if it's vice versa, when you're needing any player coming off the bench to create more chances for Manchester United off that right side, I don't think Bissaka applies better. It's better to have Dalot on the bench, and that has been a tactical selection by the manager Erik ten Hag. Rafael Varane, rested for the game of Leicester City, is into this game of football to play very well. Marked Lewandowski very well out of the game of football as United played a side known as Barcelona at Camp Nou, and here he is playing into this game of football at Old Trafford and ready for Lewandowski. Now, Lisandro Martinez has come in for Luke Shaw. Remember, Luke Shaw played the entire 90 minutes at left back while we're playing Barcelona at Camp Nou. Now, the mastermind, the leecher, the butcher of Manchester, he's starting on the left side of the central defense, and we expect him to go out and really portray the best that we deserve as a United fans, and the best we expect from him is up to going through. Now, away in Barcelona, it was Malacia who played in this position. The managers really said Luke Shaw coming through and really playing to that position. So Varane comes in for Victor Lindelof, who played in the game of Leicester City, and Luke Shaw retains his left back position. And I believe he's going to offer a lot to us going forward and defensively, because he has faced very many quality forwards. You get? And I think he faced Ousmane Dembele when they are playing in the World Cup. I remember that very well. And very many others, Bukayo Saka, very many deadly ones. Riyad Mahrez. I think Luke Shaw is the best person to come in through, because when you look at the experience of that back five of United, it's really up in the sky. The double midfield pivot, it's Casemiro playing alongside Fred Rodriguez. I've seen Nachton Esther questioning why Fred has started. I'm going to tell you the reason as why Fred has started, and I thought that maybe Sabitzer would come in through, but afterwards, I got to know that Ten Hag wanted to be having lots of tabs to be kept onto his bench, to see to it that they come in through and really help him as they do the beautiful game of football, as they come off the pitch, as they come off the bench to really add impact onto this game of football. Because I can understand what Ten Hag has gone in for. Casemiro and Freddie have been playing together for a very long time, but for Sabitzer and Casemiro, they've never played together for not even a minute. So I think he's trying to really get Freddie in here for you. He doesn't want to take any risks. And Sabitzer will come in through and play with Casemiro for some 20 minutes. And then they get that cohesion as this game of football builds up from where it's supposed to be. Bruno Fernandes, obviously playing as a right winger. We saw it that he played well as a right winger as United took on Leicester City and Barcelona down in Catalonia. Now he's played onto the side, and over the weekend he played as a right winger or a right attacking midfielder and created 2 chances for Marcus Rashford. And the manager said, I'm not changing the winning team. Then Weghorst playing as a central attacking midfielder. Obviously, has shown us that whenever he's playing to this position, he tries to put pressures around the midfield and he covers a lot of distance around here. And I would love to know his pressure points in that game of United that we drew away at Catalonia against Barcelona 2-2, because he ran a lot and made it hard for Barcelona to come in through and go out past us through the midfield. When you look at Jadon Sancho making his start again, having scored a goal against Leicester City, would have gone ahead to even get an assist if at all. Weghorst was really a very good person, geared at really putting the ball at the back of the net. Again, he would have gone ahead to score another one, though he went in for selfish effort. And I believe he has all the mantle to start. Having played only 45 minutes in the game of Leicester City, he's fresh to start. Marcus Rashford, who played close to 70 minutes in the game of Leicester City, where he banged himself a brace, is back to lead the line, and he wants Rashford to lead the line to put the entire back four of Barcelona on pure tenterhooks. That is the manager, Erik ten Hag, going in for such a peak of a team. Now, let me go a little bit into your thoughts before I go into the Barcelona side. I'm having Gordon Muhwezi. He's saying Man United 2, Barcelona 1. All right. I see a United win written all over this game of football. And I'm seeing people calling 2-1. I believe if we are clinical enough today, we can even put 3 past Barcelona. If we manage to put 2 past them at their stadium, that means at Old Trafford, we can go ahead and really hit them bad. Guys, smash the like button. We are having 30 people watching in and only 2 people have smashed the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Smash it, smash it, smash it. And if you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm having Nachtende Esther. She's asking herself, why did Freddie start this game? Okay, let's wait. I think the reason as to why the manager comes in here to start Freddie is simple. One, he needs players that can impact play off the bench. You get? Sabitzer is one of those. Garnacho is one of those. Anthony is one of those off the bench that can come in and impact the game of play, plus even Dalot. So he's having 4 pieces to really hold on all buttons to press if this game doesn't go any of his way he wants. Firstly. Secondly, all in addition to that, Freddie and Casemiro have been playing better altogether for some time. They know themselves well. Even before Casemiro came in at Manchester United, these two have been playing together at the Brazilian national team. So they know themselves well and they complement themselves very, very well. Sabitzer has not gotten a chance to play with Casemiro in that double midfield pivot. So would you risk it out to bring in Sabitzer, however good he is, when he has not yet played with a player called Casemiro? I think it's better to go in for players that know themselves better, and then maybe Sabitzer will come in through later to play with Casemiro for the last 15 or 20 minutes to prepare him for the game of Newcastle. And you never know, for the game of Newcastle, if at all they get some 20 minutes together today, they might find themselves into the starting 11 of United as we tussle a club called Newcastle at the Wembley Stadium in the Carabao Cup finale. I think that's the reason as to why he is really doing this. And second and thirdly, all furthermore, he wants that intensity to be high. He wants a high intensity of the game. And secondly, they've been playing very well together. Even at Camp Nou, they play together. That's Fred and Casemiro. But Freddie has been showing us his inconsistency in the first half. He has always come up to put in the required efforts when it comes to the second half. But the first half, Freddie has always been sloppy. In the game of Leicester, he gifted away 3 balls that would have resulted into us conceding goals. So I'm waiting to see how that is going to pan out, but I believe the manager is right for that choice. But on any other day, if at all I was Erik ten Hag, I would go start Sabitzer. That's it. I would have started Sabitzer because Sabitzer with his experience, I think he can really partner and complement Casemiro very well, because Casemiro makes every player playing near him better. And I believe that's what he would have done to a player known as Sabitzer today. So as things stand, Sabitzer is on the bench, Freddie is starting. Then Christian Ricky, Sword Trafford, that's the new name you gave to the stadium of Manchester United, that every team that comes here is supposed to face or to fall onto the sword. I'm having Wamani Sam. I expected Sabitzer to start. Me too. I expected Sabitzer to start into that double pivot with Casemiro, but it's a choice the manager has taken. Let's wait and see how that is going to pan out, all boil out, all train out towards the end of the game. Then I'm having Gordon Muhwezi. We need to knock out Barcelona. Obviously, all the odds are on Manchester United that we are having a huge chance to knock out Barcelona, because we last lost a game at Old Trafford when you're playing Real Sociedad. That's it. But we've been winning the rest of the games, and we're going to have to make only 2 draws. 1 draw against Newcastle and the other against Leeds. That's it. But as it stands, United is all over Barcelona, and I think we are getting a win today. Christian Ricky, all my trust is in Erik ten Hag, is always the best. No doubt. He's one of the best managers in the Premier League right now. And let's see how he takes it to Barcelona, whether he's really throwing them down the trail. Anyway, I have seen nothing wrong from that lineup. I expect a 2-1 win for Manchester United. But for me, guys, I'm even thinking of a clean sheet. Guys, as I said against Leicester City, people are telling me that Leicester City has been scoring 4 goals in its previous 2 games. I said, all right. They're nowhere near a level of coming in through and really take on United. That's what I told you. Even Barcelona, the very many times they've played away, they've gone ahead not to score a goal when they are playing teams that are really in our ilk. When they are playing Borussia Dortmund, it ended 2-0 at at Allianz Arena. When they played Inter Milan beat them by 1-0. So I see a clean sheet written all over this fixture. Though you might not come out here and really think about it, but I really see a win written all over this fixture. And a little bit onto what Barcelona has for us today. The starting 11 of Barcelona. Let's see who has Barcelona started and which system have they really gone ahead to really front at Old Trafford to face the Ten Hag army. Ter Stegen in goal, Jules Koundé right back, Aloho on the right side of central defense. Christiansen, I believe this is a very good addition because I told you that Marcos Alonso was really one of those weak links I saw into that starting 11 of Barcelona down in Catalonia. And I thought that Xavi could have recognized that a lot, but obviously he didn't. And Christiansen is a little bit more a better defender than the other guy that they put from Chelsea, Marcos Alonso. Balde, the manager decided to go in for Balde to play as the left back as he drops Jordi Alba. And I think Balde gives them a lot of offensive options, but defensively, I don't think he's really one of those players you're going to reckon with in such a big fixture. And I think it's a very huge mistake that maybe the manager has really gone ahead to make, because at least Jordi Alba has the pressure to go ahead and really not find himself doing wrong decisions. But I think the pressure to Old Trafford is really going to be too huge for Balde to go in and really play into that position. Busquets returning in the single pivot role, another huge boost for them. His return is going to help Frankie de Jong to play a more box-to-box role to affect Manchester United in the final third. But I think Ten Hag has all the fire extinguishers to extinguish off all the fire that Frankie de Jong and Busquets are really willing to really light up at Old Trafford. Then Frank Kessie playing on the right side or the right shoulder of Busquets. Then Rafinha, who was really one of the best performers on the field of play at, is it Catalonia? Sorry, Camp Nou. Good. But this time around, he's going to be facing Luke Shaw, not Malacia. And the only goal he scores is because Casemiro puts out a blind pass. Robert Lewandowski is one of those that the manager has really gone ahead to pick today. To read the line, obviously, that is a constant. It's known, even if you sleep where or how, unless you've been living under a rock and football is not meant for you, you would expect such a change. The shocker for me is for Sergio Roberto to play as a left forward, because I thought that it was a chance for Ansu Fati or Ferran Torres to come in through and play into that position. And this plays well into all what we've been getting from different sources, that this guy, known as Ansu Fati, and his agent are really trying to move away. From Barcelona and really come to the Premier League. Manchester United, Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, and very many other huge teams are really looking to sign Ansu Fati, because if Gavi is away, Pedri is away, Ousmane Dembele is away, and you can't come out to start on the left forward position, then that shows you how it's not playing in the favor of Ansu Fati, because I believe Ansu Fati really has lots of things to come in and really reckon with. Now, let's go to the bench of Barcelona and see who are those players that can come off the bench and really impact play. I think Ansu Fati can, Ferran Torres can. I think those are the two that I believe can come out and impact play in the offensive side. That's it. So, guys, that is it. You've seen what Barcelona has for us, and your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below as you continue to smash the like button. We are having 50 people watching in, and only, guys, shame upon you, and only 6 have smashed the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, guys, like no other. And where is Ricky? All right, Ricky coming out and telling me that 3-0 for United. I have a belief that it can go crazy to that level depending on how we start off the game. You know, recently, we've been having a norm of starting the game slow, especially the first half and the second half. Look at the game of Leeds, the double tie. We start slow, get threats in the first half. Even the second half, we start slow, and obviously, we pick up later. The game of Barcelona away home, the first 10 minutes, I think we a little bit of sloppy. We picked into later, but David De Gea had to come to saving United. So I believe it's better we start off well. Let's not give away chances easily in the first half or in the first 10 minutes of the game, and let's go in for an early goal. If at all we go in for an early goal, that will call for Barcelona to come in through and obviously try to really press us high up the pitch. Then later, they'll find themselves in a position of Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes doing those line-breaking passes, Rashford, Scott running behind that line of Barcelona and obviously hitting the ball at the back of the net. Thomas Donker, greetings from Ghana. Thank you for watching in, my big brother from Ghana. Ricky Christian, you're telling me United 3, it's a Sword Trafford again. All right. 3 goals are being predicted in here for Christian Ricky. Then we are having Nachitende Esther. What we need is a win. Obviously, all that is going to let us into the category of the last 16 is beating Barcelona. We draw with them 0-0, 3-2, or what? That means extra time. And you wouldn't like to go in an extra time when you're going to play a game of Newcastle over the weekend, and it's a finale. So looks like you're playing 2 finales in a space of 3-4 days. So I call for a win of United in these minutes. But I believe with the bench that we are having and all that we're having off the bench, I don't see them surviving. I don't see Barcelona surviving, because even this first 11 that you've put up went away and caused lots of problems to them. So what is running in my mind is simple. If at all that went away and caused that havoc to them, then how is it going to be when that Old Trafford and the same team is really attacking them and they are really so much motivated after that 3-0 win over a side that is known as Leicester City on Sunday? So I believe we have all what it takes to win this game of football. According to me, we have all what it takes to win this game of football, and I'm expecting lots and lots of things to come in through for the club of Manchester United, and I see nothing that's going to stop us. I'm not seeing anything that's going to stop us, unless otherwise there is poor officiation by the referee. That's it. But I see us winning this beautiful game of football. So I expect us to really go for a very good win, as Nachitende Esther is really hinting it on top of the nail. Then Adebare Opeyemi, Man United win. Thank you for watching in, my brother. Then Thomas Donko, we will beat them, but it will not be an easy game. I think the only way it's going to be the only way it's not going to be an easy game if at all the referee plays on their side. But if the referee lets the 50-50 challenges flow and give us the home advantage as he did when they're playing at Camp Nou, I think we have every weapon to really get them fall onto the sword of Old Trafford. That's it. I don't see them giving us a hard game. Right. I think the only sparks they have are Rafinha. You get? Who is going to feed in a player called Lewandowski? Because Casemiro is going to suffocate that midfield with Freddy. You get? I believe Weghorst is going to be told, you are going to mark Busquets out of play. You get? Freddy is going to be on Frankie de Jong. Casemiro, Frankes is not all that a threat. So Casemiro will be there to rectify any of those two, either Busquets or Frankie de Jong, that would have gone ahead to go past Freddy and Weghorst. That's what I believe. But I don't see a difficult game today. And I've given you my reasons. Unless otherwise, the referee plays on their side as he did when they were in Camp Nou. But I believe today, most positive decisions are not to go against us because we are home. We are home. And that home advantage needs to be really enjoyed today. That's it. So, Mr. Thomas Donko, I know we are winning, and we're not going to be having a hard game unless the referee plays or leans a lot to their side. That's when it's going to be a hard game. But I believe this is a fortress, guys. This is a fortress. When did we last lose a game of football here? Oh, I think it was around September when we played our first UEFA Europa League game. And even the referee was a cheat into that game. He was a pure cheat, according to me. So let's go to Steve Fish. United 3, Barcelona 1. Yeah, it can be possible, but them scoring is going to be lucky. Going to be lucky because Lisandro Martinez is back, partnering with Rafael Varane. If you know the many clean sheets we've kept this season, it's because of that central defense partnership of Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Luke Shaw, Bissaka, I think even in the wide fullback areas, we are really solid. Bissaka is solid. Luke Shaw is solid. The goalkeeper, David De Gea, is really doing great and doing very many saves that are saving the club of Manchester United. Then Diane Gray, Garnacho to start. Garnacho has been benched. Garnacho is on the bench. Garnacho, Anthony, Sabitzer, Scott McTominay, Diego Dallo, all those are on the bench. Facundo Pelestri, Anthony Elanga, all those are really benched. Then Damian Gray, greetings from Jamaica. Thank you, my brother, watching from Jamaica. How is Jamaica doing? And it's nice to see you here. And I think there is no continent that does not view us. We are being viewed in Europe, Asia, South America, North America, Africa, Australia. I think every continent is really having a stare at us. That is really great. And who is responsible for all of that? You people that keep coming in through to do the needful and obviously make it a point for us to get us where we deserve to be in this situation by subscribing and always being usual viewers onto this channel. Then 2-0, that is your prediction, Mr. Diane Gray. 2-0 for Manchester United. Very good, realistic prediction according to me. But to me, I believe it's going to be 3. I see 3 goals written over this fixture. How come we go to Catalonia, score 2, and we come out of Trafford and we fail to put some good number of goals past them? This is Old Trafford. This is Old Trafford. That's it. Ebong Alex, United 2, Barcelona 1. Is it going to be this close? Barcelona is not that side as it used to be. I don't see it as a side that is at the level of Man City, a level of Arsenal. You get? I don't think they're even at the level of Newcastle, according to me. You get? I'm not seeing them at that level. They are not at that level. They are not at that level because a team that never had Lisandro Martinez, one of its best central defenders, we never had Sabitzer, we never had Sabitzer, Lisandro Martinez, no Anthony, all of those players, they were out, and we managed to force a draw at their stadium, of which United were the better side. I don't find myself in a situation of really agreeing that Barcelona is coming out here to force a positive result. I think down in their heads, they also know what is going to happen here. They know it. They know it. And they are first going to play safe because any draw takes them to extra time or penalties if at all no one scores. That's it. So I think Xavi is going to come up with a plan of really trying to really not commit a lot. You get? Go in for counter-attacking football, capitalize on moments, and that's all going to depend on how we really play today and how we are going to kill off our chances. I'm happy for one good thing that for the game of Barcelona away, 2-2, Leicester City 3-0, in every game of the 12 mentioned, we went ahead to create a minimum of 6 or 7 clear-cut chances. So if we go ahead and replicate that, all mirror it, all get a carbon copy of that into this game of football at Old Trafford, I believe we are going to score more than we scored at Camp Nou. We are not here looking for a draw. All what we want is a win and send them back home very, very miserable. So I see them crumbling unless otherwise the referee goes in for stupid calls. Then Lucas Aresabe, this must be a win game for Manchester, but Lewandowski must be checked very closely by McTominay or Freddy. 3-1, they will not have many goals today. That I'm confident. I don't think that Freddy's role is to mark Lewandowski. It's a role of Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane, because those are the 2 players playing in the central defensive positions of Manchester United. That's it. Freddy's job is to stop Frankie de Jong. Weghorst's job is to stop Busquets from really operating from deeper sides of the pitch. in the second half because that's where he's most deadly. Busquets, very deadly into that position. But I don't see him come out being at the level supposed to because he just returned from injury and I don't see him play a big part into this game of football. But it will depend on how we capitalize. I know the pressures are going to be hard, the press is going to be intense, and obviously the tenacity in that midfield is really going to be out of this world because ever since Ten Hag came in to coach Manchester United on the European market or the European stage, this is the biggest game of football he has gone ahead to face. And the first one, he got it right. Is he going to get it right again? My answer is a huge yes. Lucas Acereb, no hard game, brother. It's true. Yes, that's it. If we go ahead and really capitalize onto our chances, there is no hard game in this. It's going to be as easy as taking water. Opio Cosmas, must win for United. Thanks, Rokani, for updates. Thank you for watching again, Mr. Opio Cosmas. Then Okuni Yashil bin Jamil, 2-1 for United. All right. Let's see what's going to be 2-1. But I'm seeing a 3 goals. I'm seeing 3 goals scored by Manchester United. That's what I'm saying. Then Rencia says United will win 3-1. Thank you, Rencia, for watching again. But let's smash the like button. Let's smash the like button to close to 30 or 40 in here for you. Now, there is a little bit of stories coming in from, has Erik Ten Hag issued something here concerning the team news? Let me check. I want to see what he said before the match. That's what I want to see here and then bring it to you live. Robin Van Persie had come for an interview, but trust me, he would have gone ahead to take into this game of football, especially the training session that they took at Carrington because he's one of the best finishers. I think he gave the likes of Marcus Rashford some drills to really capitalize onto as they play into this beautiful game of football. So he might be one of those that we expect him to come here and really help us through. And he might have done so as we took on a training session into this beautiful game of football. Then Xavi is telling us that Manchester United in this form are one of those best teams in Europe, in my opinion. So he has said it. He has said it. In the form that we are into, the brands that we are getting, you can't tell me that we aren't one of the best teams in Europe. And we are, because no team has won more games than us ever since the World Cup came to a halt and the league resumed. That's it. So, Ten Hag. Then Ten Hag has got this to say, that I think the whole of Europe is looking at this game tonight. It's like a Champions League game. So that's it. It's really going to be hugely viewed. And apart from Liverpool being beaten by Real Madrid, I think no other fixture can match this one. And I think Barcelona and Manchester United is a really big fixture that even TVs are really going to earn lots of money from it as it reads out in here onto the United Matters channel. So smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're watching us for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's go a little bit to the Sky Sports pundits. All right. Melissa Reddy works for Sky Sports, and she's one of those that you would love to hear say things concerning Manchester United. From the preseason when Erik Ten Hag was here, he has always been vocal and a very good reporter or correspondent at the Sky Sports on Manchester United. He has said Manchester United have lost just one in their last 19 games in all competitions. At the very heart of it is Erik Ten Hag's principles in and out of possession. He's given his team such a clear structure and identity that they all know what they have to do individually and collectively. Have you heard? When you have that, it's easy to build. That's why we see players like Marcus Rashford absolutely thriving under Erik Ten Hag. His role is so clear. Other than that, you have the steel provided in the midfield through Casemiro, and we are now being the partnership he has with Rafael Varane, being him built from their time at Real Madrid. That is Melissa Reddy coming in through. And then she said that the manager of Barcelona is expecting a thunderous Old Trafford, a 74,000 seater where he's bringing his team and you expect lots of efforts to be put in by the club of Manchester United. Then Melissa Red is telling us that Erik ten Hag and Xavi have talked this game up already as an enthralling spectacle. The first leg was a treat for neutrals and fans of both clubs. It was action-packed, and it was interesting to hear Xavi speak about not allowing his players to get overwhelmed by what he expects to be at an Old Trafford that is really thunderous night. He knows the fans have completely bought into Ten Hag's way of doing things, and the results have shown that. You've seen an incredible bond between the fans and the players. Xavi wants his players to thrive under the pressure with the responsibility to perform. I know he wants his players to thrive under pressure, but as things stand, this is a different game of football altogether. It's Erik ten Hag as a manager of Manchester United who made Sir Alex Ferguson last night and really told him how everything pans out at this juncture of the game. So guys, thank you for watching in through. I think we can call it quits for now. Before I sign out, Kuni bin Jamil Rokani, how far Glazers reached with the process of selling United? The Glazers are blowing hot and cold. We don't know their realistic plan because there are some other two companies coming in from USA that have gone ahead to promise Glazers investment. And the Glazers look like they don't want to sell now because they expect more revenues to be coming from Manchester United because of how Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to make a very huge turnaround at Old Trafford. That's the latest we are getting from. From the sources, but obviously Sheikh Jassim, you know him very well from Qatar, is wanting 100% takeover Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe just wants to buy it off the Glazers, 69% shares, and the other 31 share price. I think he'll find ways of really talking to those people, but he wants to be a majority shareholder. But for the Qatari family, fronted, already led by Sheikh Jassim, they really want 100% takeover of Manchester United. So guys, thank you for watching in through. Rokan David is always my name. Is there anything I've not yet tackled right now before we go into this game of football? Because we are left with just 10 minutes for this game to start. And Old Trafford is singing Robin van Persie's name. And obviously, he's the man that was responsible for coming in at Old Trafford and winning that trophy for Sir Alex Ferguson. I think that really bidded farewell for him in his last season. So, as it stands, we are really doing great, and I'm having a photo coming in from Old Trafford of Lisandro Martinez, the Butcher, and Casemiro trying to really warm up and do some ball work as far as this beautiful game of football is concerned. So, lots of stuff is yet to come, and you know how we do it. After this is done, you know what we do. We just have to go all out and put ourselves in a condition of getting ready for what we call the match reaction. And hopefully we'll be doing the match reaction when the team has really gotten through to the round of 16 of the UEFA Europa League. When you look at Robin van Persie has said for Rashford, it's just a case of keeping fit and enjoying the game. He'll do the job no matter what. So Van Persie tonight is tipping Marcus Rashford to get this job done and dusted. That's what he's really talking about, that it's really a matter of him coming in through and really capitalizing on the chances that are going to be created on him. Keep fit. He can even score some good goals. And Rashford, I was talking to a certain man who drives me when I want to really go out and really buy some stuff. I told him Rashford in the Premier League is having high chances of outscoring Erling Haaland. Haaland is tied at 26 goals. Rashford is having 14. 12 goals separating those two sides. Now, United is left with 14 games and Man City is left with 14. If you are told, who do you think is going to score very many more goals than the other? I think it's going to be Marcus Rashford, because it looks like Haaland scored his hat-tricks at the beginning of the season. That's it. And it's rare for him to score a hat-trick nowadays. Even to score a goal looks like it's hard. But for Marcus Rashford, I think he really has a lot of things to come in through and really put out for the club of Manchester United. And a lot of things have been really given him a lot of hope to score goals. And with the coming in of Bruno Fernandes Sabitzer, you expect this to go ahead and really pan out as a very beautiful game of football for Marcus Rashford to thrive and really score very many goals over Haaland. And at the end of the season, we'll wait and see how that will be going, as the end justifies the means already. So if at all you've just joined us, the starting 11 of Manchester United: De Gea, Bissaka right back, Varane, Lisandro Martinez central defense, Luke Shaw left back, Casemiro, Freddy double pivot, Bruno right attacking midfielder, Weghorst central attacking midfielder, Jadon Sancho left attacking midfielder, Rashford is going to be the centre forward. And obviously the substitutes are Tom Heaton, Lindelof, Maguire, Malacia, Sabitzer, Diego Dello, Anthony, Pelestri, Elanga, Scott McTominay, Alejandro Garnacho, and Kobbie Mainoo. For Barcelona, they're having Ter Stegen, Koundé right back, Araujo and Christensen, central defense, Balde, left back, De Jong, Busquets, Casey, midfield three. And the front three is having Rafinha, Roberto, and Lewandowski leading the line. Substitutes include Pena, Tenas, Fati, Torres, Alonso, Alaba, Garcia, Casado, and Torre. That is the team of Barcelona as it stands right about now. So guys, thank you very much for keeping it United Matters channel. Really great, and thank you for always watching in this channel. Then I think that's all, guys. We meet when this game of football has really come to a halt. I'm out. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly.